What is the weirdest thing about conservatives?
That they don't believe in facts.
What is a woman?
What is a woman?
Yeah.
Whoever identifies as one, I guess.
But that's not what facts say.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Calm Kingdoms. Today, we're taking a look at a topic that's been getting a lot of attention lately: women leaving the US and the reasons behind it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and let's jump straight into it.
I live and work in Spain, making roughly 1,000 euros a month, which in America is nothing, but in Spain is more than enough to live. I only work 16 hours a week, and I'm able to afford a super nice apartment in the city center of Madrid. Food costs me 20 euros a week. My electric bill is like 30 euros a month. I don't have to worry about gas or a car payment or insurance because the public transportation system is so world class that you don't even
This is the dream they sell, as if Europe is some huge, cheap utopia, which isn't always true.
need a car at all. Madrid is like the New York of Spain, except if you were living in the city center of New York, you'd have to be making literally at least 5 grand a month, and that's extremely lowballing it. Just their way of life in general, like, is so much more relaxed and just taking time to enjoy life rather than just working constantly. They literally have a siesta in the middle of the day where they take 3 hours to go nap or go to a coffee shop to hang out with friends. Like, the American mind cannot fathom. It's just crazy to me because, like, you've been told growing up your whole life that America is the best country in the world. That's just so far from the truth. And it's like very obvious how much worse it is now that I've gotten out.
She's clearly not being accurate. The cost of living in a city like Madrid is much higher than what she's claiming.
Stop thinking about how grass lawns are racist and like based in white supremacy. If that doesn't make sense, that's okay, I guess. It seems really obvious to me. It's really upsetting. Bring back weeds. Bring back clover yards. Look, can anything just be okay in its natural state, or do we just have to whitewash everything, make it a competition, and use it as a sign of your worth as a human being in society? Like, can we just have weeds?
In other words, she was told to take care of basic responsibilities like mowing the lawn, and she doesn't want to do it.
What right do men have that women don't?
You don't have an
Hello?
answer because there's literally no answer. Do you know what the laws are? Do you know our amendments? Anything?
When did women get the right to vote?
She doesn't know.
I feel like I feel like
not answering
I feel
the
like
question. How do you
the
feel?
only I feel like the questions have been targeted right here this whole podcast.
It's often argued that women in the West have more rights in certain areas, so they shouldn't be seen purely as victims.
Because you don't answer
so
questions.
Do you want to answer the question though?
No.
Because she doesn't know the answer.
Just so I can move it on. Just bullet point 1, 2, 3 things. What are the rights that men have that women don't? Bullet point it. In literally 10 seconds, we can move on. Just bullet point it.
Or one.
Wait, just let her talk. Bullet point it.
One eternity later.
This is why she doesn't
Oh,
like
boy.
men and why she dates women, because only women will put up with this kind of bratty attitude. No man in
must
his
be
right mind is
misogynistic
ever going to
then.
put up with it.
Of course, she can't name anything. She's just repeating what she's been told.
America, please get me out of this place. I'm tired. I'm losing my shit. Tired. I'm fucking 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 tired.
No country would reasonably grant a visa to someone who behaves like that. What even is that?
Y'all, what in the white supremacy is going on here? Like, I need y'all to see how big this is. Like, do you see this? Hold on. Yeah, I have to walk around this whole thing so that you can see it. Hold on. Hi. Hello, reporting live. So, you really have to walk. My feet are moving because you have to walk around the whole thing
to actually capture this entire white supremacist like monument. Like you have to go. I just did a circle for you all. Cool.
You'd have to be living a very privileged life if the only thing that offends you is a statue.
No one is illegal on stolen land. So take your get all the illegals out of the country bullshit and shove it up your ass. These are made up lines on the earth.
If that's the argument, then she'd also have to question her own home, since the same reasoning would apply there too.
These women who were murdered by illegal aliens.
Have you considered not yourself on campus?
Your voice confused me, I'll be honest. That was a shocker. That was a shocker. What are your pronouns?
None of your business?
Those are new. I've never heard of that one before. How do I use those?
I don't know. Use Google. Google's free.
Okay, very cool. Well, I can't Google your pronouns, so I'll work on that though. What do you think about the college Republican signs of all the women who were murdered by illegal aliens?
I think I don't have to talk to you.
No, you definitely don't. That's why it was a question.
A lot of these people come across as smug, but sometimes that attitude can just be a way of covering insecurity or uncertainty.
And so why do you want to kick ICE to the curb? You're shaking. Are you okay? Get her. Get his hands. Get his hands. Conversation's not that scary. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to...
They don't seem to have their own opinions. They just repeat what they've been told to think and say.
See, I'm a furry Therian and Otherkin. Therian is basically like mythical creatures and birds. It's more of the aerial type of creatures.
That's Otherkin.
No, Otherkin is mythical creatures.
I'm kind of Therian because I bark. I can do that stuff.
It might seem like some people are just looking for attention, which can influence the way they act or the views they adopt.
We're getting ready to get the heck out of the United States, and this is our last day in Nashville. And over the weekend we had a goodbye party and say goodbye to all of our friends. And then today is the last day my daughter's going to see her best friend. And I said goodbye to her parents.
She says she dislikes the U.S. enough to leave, yet she's also upset about leaving. It's a bit contradictory.
Okay, I'm making this video. If you saw my last video, I might be repeating some same points. My brain is absolutely fried from all of this. And I just want to give some direction and try to figure out what we're going to do next, because I can't stay here anymore. I'm terrified of the political and social climate of America. I can't afford anything.
If she chooses to move to Europe or Canada, she'll likely face similar challenges there too, honestly.
Not to mention I'm not married, and even if, because I do have a fiance, even if we did plan to get married, we would not do it in the States. I don't want my marriage recognized by the federal government in the U.S. or the government in the U.S. in general. But I did want to make this video kind of explaining like what my next steps are and kind of going over a couple of other things that I feel are not helpful and a couple of things that I feel are.
If two foreigners get married on foreign soil, that doesn't automatically make them citizens. That's not how it works.
They say post the real shit, so here's the real shit. I am leaving this country, the United States, in 213 days. My son and I are moving there, and I am spending day after day researching schools, where to live, how to afford this, visas, taxes, everything. And I'm angry. I'm angry because I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to leave this place.
Nobody is forcing her to leave the U.S. She's choosing to uproot her life and her child's life, seemingly based on political reasons.
I shouldn't have to walk away from everything I know. But between, my son got death threats in school recently, and we know what that can escalate to, and of course the schools aren't handling it the way they should. Between looking for jobs for, month after month after month, with everything that's going on, with what they're doing to immigrants, with what we are doing to other countries.
A lot of people tie their identity too closely to their political views, which can be unhelpful, especially when discussions around it become very emotional.
I can't be here anymore. I can't breathe here. I am sitting here, though, worried because I've got 2 other kids who are in college here, and they're not ready to leave. And I want to make sure that I've got a place where they can make a soft landing if they need to get out. I'm dealing with all of this, and none of us should have to. And I know that there are people that can't leave, and I'm sorry.
Leaving the country isn't likely to solve anything. She'll probably carry the same stress and issues with her wherever she goes.
I am. That doesn't mean you get angry at those who can. I also empathize with the countries that are being inundated with immigrants. I am sorry. But I grew up in an immigrant-heavy city. I loved it. I loved the diversity and everything. I'm not trying to ask anyone to assimilate to me. Okay, I am moving and I expect to fully have to assimilate into that culture as much as I possibly can.
When people move abroad, they generally need to adapt to the local culture to integrate successfully, which can be challenging depending on the person and the place.
But for 1 second, understand why people are leaving. This isn't just like a gimmicky thing. I'm not just leaving because ooh, Spain's cool. I mean, it is, and it's beautiful. But that's not it. We're literally escaping fascism. And you're not here, and I know you're not privy to everything that people are going through here. And we can talk about that on another video.
In other words, she's leaving one expensive country for another, and she may also face different, potentially stricter laws, not necessarily a straightforward improvement.
But I am just telling you, this is becoming an absolutely inhospitable place for people. And it's time to go. But oh my gosh, I shouldn't have to. And this is so freaking hard. And I haven't even really started yet. I guess I have, but I haven't. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. But if you want real, this was real.
Moving to another country isn't always a permanent solution, especially with strict residency and visa laws. It's unclear whether she's fully prepared for what that involves.
Simplemente soy una persona normal, un humano funcional, vivo mi vida como un humano normal, simplemente tengo esos momentos particulares en los que soy un perro.
If this is happening in Argentina, then it suggests the issue isn't tied to one place, and moving elsewhere may not necessarily solve it.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got like Charlie Kirk.
What's your body count?
Probably like 100.
Okay, hold on. You said you got involved with an older guy. You were together for 2 months, and the first night you guys hooked up, what happened?
We may have did a little too many drugs, and I got knocked up. I decided to have an abortion because I didn't want to have a kid.
What about the STD?
Oh yeah, so that's a...
Getting infected through sexual activity isn't a shocking story. It's more of an unfortunate and avoidable situation, honestly.
Crazy story. So imagine getting knocked up and then you also get chlamydia from the guy. That's all that happened. That's just like normal. I'm sure you've had chlamydia.
Should a guy pay if he takes you on a date?
Yes.
You expect men to pay for dates, do chivalrous stuff. I would just point out, you're not a lady. You don't deserve it. You're an active worker. You do fans. You do hardcore. There's a photo on your Instagram of 2 glass plugs smushed into your face. You've had at least 1 admitted STD, 1 abortion, and you do.
The sad part is that's only what's known publicly. There could be more that hasn't come out.
Drugs. If a man should be chivalrous, the woman should be virtuous. You don't deserve it. Here's your red card. Red card for you. Kindly asking you to get up and leave.
This is Sparta! You make your money off of trolling women, and you're transphobic, and you're racist. I wouldn't be surprised if you got like Charlie Kirk. Ciao.
Wishing that level of harm on someone just for calling you out is really extreme.
Nazis and motherfuckers!
Show him your sign.
That's a little kid at an anti-fascism protest in London holding a sign that says, F off Nazis, F off Nazis.
Hate speech breeds actions of hate, right?
So to be fair though, this says F off Nazis. Do you think there's a bit of a double
You can't really escape extreme views like this. They exist in different places around the world, which can be unsettling.
As a people, as humanity, we've only got one world. Racism exists. I've had some of it myself growing up, and it seems to be getting worse again.
This is Britain. This is where we want to be. Look on that side. All basically white men and women standing together, being racist together.
Tell me how they're fascists. Can you explain?
I don't really want to talk to him.
Why is that?
Because I don't want to talk.
Some people hold strong views without fully understanding or clearly explaining the reasons behind them.
Why?
Because I have no reason and you should stop interviewing.
You seem a little untrustworthy.
Why is that? Just
News in general, like.
Alright, I'm a guy with the YouTube channel.
Right.
Alright, can I see what this is? The Socialist Workers' Party?
I'm trying to pull people away from the far right.
Okay.
Trying to mobilize the side against Tommy Robinson.
Why are you here, Roshi? What do you feel about Tommy Robinson? I want to eat him. He is a big bucket. He wants to eat him because he's a big fat.
It's concerning how some people may believe this is an appropriate way to raise their own children. If you'd like early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed.